Hello YouTube. Welcome to the third installment of Icarus Dickarus. I'm Icarus.
Dickarus up in this motherfucker.
And today's episode is dedicated to our first comment about what we should talk about. This comment said that they wanted to hear our thoughts on how to deal with the crackhead population. While we don't specifically know how to deal with them, if there is a right way, if there's a wrong way, whatever your prerogative is, you're a crackhead, that's your business. We don't want a part of it. We don't want to tell you how to live your life. Just like, we don't want you telling us how to fucking live our lives and how to write our own videos and who to call morons and shit, because that's stupid. But what we will talk about is Dickarus over here has some personal stories about dealing with crackheads. Why don't you tell a little bit about where you live and all this stuff that leads up to
Well,
the
I
dwellers.
live in the hood. Ain't nothing wrong with the hood. That's my home. That's what I'm used to.
It's nice.
And it's not that bad. I mean, I'm alive. It's just people always look at it as bad, and there's a lot of stereotypes about it, but it's not bad. You go over there and fuck around and it's bad, but just mind your business and live your life. But anyways, I have nothing against crackheads. I'm just doing my shit, they're doing theirs. It just gets kind of annoying when they start fucking with you, or
yeah, because you don't really know what to do. You don't know how to handle the situation.
I don't
you don't know what they're gonna do.
You don't, because because they're not really fully adjusted to society properly. You know what I'm saying? And it's just okay. Well, my stories, anyways, are I had to go put gas in my truck that drinks a lot of gas. It's a bitch, and I went to the 7-Eleven by my house. I pull into the driveway, and these two crackheads are throwing shit at each other. And they dig into the trash can to grab shit and throw. And shit's flying. I'm in my truck, and I don't want my truck to get hit by something. So I'm just there, and I'm honking hey, get out, get the fuck out of my way. So
That's all you can do.
I mean, yeah. So I get to the pump I'm at, pump 3. It's just something about pump 3, because I have another story about that next. But anyways, I'm just there watching these two guys fight. They're just fighting, going at it. And if you ever pay attention to the pillars in the gas station, they have a fire extinguisher, just for obviously an emergency. And one of them grabs it and they start beating the shit out of the other one with the fire extinguisher. So the guy who's getting beat with the fire extinguisher is obviously getting, pretty dazed. And there's a homeless guy there with a fucking grabber that, obviously picks up trash with or whatever. So you don't have to bend down and grab it. He's just there watching, but he's closer than I am. I'm just sitting in my truck and he's just right there next to them while they're fighting, like he's a damn referee. And it's not fucking smart to be a referee during a fight, a crackhead fight. And these guys are just fucking each other up, but the one who charged at the guy with the fire extinguisher, the one who started it, lost the fight, got mad, went up to the homeless guy, took it out on the homeless guy. The homeless guy had his grabber, and he fucking hit the other guy with the crackhead with it, and the homeless man wasn't having that shit. And I got off the truck because the crackheads left, and I was like, I need to go put gas. This was something interesting to watch. Now it's time to fill up my truck. And I go to the door, and the clerks are there putting up a paper that they have handwritten, closed for 15 minutes. Bitch, I'm not gonna wait 15 minutes. So I'm just like, can you just, hey, I need 20 on pump 3. Oh, we can't let you in. I mean, I'm not a crackhead. You can let me in. You can trust me. I'm not going to steal anything. I'm not going to suck your dick.
I promise.
You'll be fine.
I promise.
And so they refused to let me in. So the crack of the door, I'm sticking my $20 bill into the crack of the door. Like, hey, you know, just $20 on pump 3, man.
Just give me gas.
I need gas. I can't go nowhere else. They're telling me no, so I'm like, oh, whatever. So I'm walking to my truck. Homeless man comes up to me. He wants me to buy a cowboy sweater that's a size small when I'm clearly a size whale. And I was like, dude, I don't have money for that, but are you okay? Because I saw that, you know, he was getting pushed around by that one crackhead who got his ass whooped. He's like, oh yeah, I got him right in the face with my grabber. I'm like, alright, cool, you know. Have a nice night. I leave. Right when I'm leaving, the cops pull up. I don't know what happened. So I left. And I go to a Valero. And in that Valero, I get to put my $20 of gas. So I'm just there at the gas pump, putting my gas. And this blonde crackhead bitch came up to me talking about, hey, you want me to suck your dick? I'm like, no. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, you fucking chicken head, before I slap you. And she's like, oh, if you slap me, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm like, call the cops. By the time they get here, I'll be gone. And so she left me alone, whatever. I have my gas, cool. Now I can get to where I need to go, which was to come over here to Icarus Dicker's production and film episode 2. So, yeah, that was that night. So today, there was a fucking crackhead lady, an old crackhead, of like, good morning, sir. That's Dad over there.
No, I can't be.
It won't close now.
He broke the door.
Yeah, it won't close now.
Okay. Go back here, close the door.
Yeah, you need to go close the door. I don't want Icarus to miss out on my story. Welcome back. You finished with those errands?
That was serious. My heart dropped.
Where was I? Do you remember what was that?
We were talking about today.
Okay, yeah, okay, now I remember.
Oh my god.
The old crackhead lady.
I was fucking scared.
I'm at the pump. I'm at the pump putting gas before I come over here. You know, because I need gas, obviously. Icarus Dicker's production isn't close to me.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, though. It's worth it, you know. I do it for you guys. Love y'all.
I live far.
And, so, she lights up a fucking cigarette by my pump.
At a gas station?
At a gas station. I'm like, bitch, if you don't put that cigarette out, I'm gonna have to hit you. Or body slam you. Because I'm not about to blow up. You know, could that be some story, though? Hey, did you hear how Dickers died? How? Some crackhead blew him up.
I would have the worst eulogy on this channel. I'd be like, you wouldn't understand a word I'm saying. Like, this lady has no respect for boundaries or anything. I can't believe that shit.
So yeah, she lit up a cigarette by my pump. I'm like, bitch, if I blow up, you're
We
going
don't have
with
problems.
me. You're going with me, obviously. And so is everybody here. So I took off as fast as I could because I'm not trying to blow up. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happened so far this week.
That's crazy.
I don't think I have time to tell you my whole crackhead experience. But those 3 are you know, just this week.
That's crazy, man. I can't believe that. I can't believe the second one. Like, have
What
you ever
second?
seen the second one where the lady where she's spoken? Like, have you ever seen Zoolander? Like,
No, I've never seen Zoolander.
well, there's a scene where they're all playing with the gasoline, they're spraying each other, and then one of them straight up puts a cigarette in his mouth, and then Ben Stiller's character is like, no, and he lights it, and the thing takes off, and like the whole gas station explodes.
God damn.
And it's like, all right.
The only thing I can think of is, you know, Wild Hogs.
Yeah.
When he drops the cigarette in that gas and all their shit blows
the
up.
bar.
That's funny.
That's I on the other hand don't have any stories like that. I don't think I've ever even.
Stepped foot in the hood.
No, I mean I've driven to your hood, I mean, I've stayed in the truck, but I'm not trying to bash your hood. I've just never had a reason to get out. But these are two experiences I have not had any about crackheads and dealing with them. This is not to say there's anything wrong with them. They're just addicted to something that makes them feel good, and that's all anybody ever wants, is to just feel great whenever they can, however they can. But at the same time, it does also bring in like the realization that like sometimes situations can get out of hand really fast, especially when you're under the influence of some substance. I mean, asking to suck dick for money, like,
That's funny. Good old gummy.
This episode was also to showcase that we do actually look at the comments. We do see what you guys say. And it's to implore you to continue to write comments. Tell us what you want to hear about. If you want to hear about, you know, what superpowers we'd have, what our names would be on a different planet. You know, stuff like that. Or if you want to hear things like, you know, what's our favorite breakfast food item? What's our morning routine? Whatever. We would love to hear that from you, and we will do everything we can to share those with you. So once again, for Icarus, I'm Icarus.
I'm Dickerus.
Good night.